Absolutely. So I know you're busy and you've been out on the road and you're talking with all kinds of folks. And by the way, congratulations. I saw the rankings. You want to talk about that for a few minutes?
Well, I'm not sure which rankings you're talking about, but I can tell you if you're talking about, there have been several spot polls that have been conducted, and we've won every one of them. These are
Mhm.
spot polls, understandable, and we're hoping to build on that momentum. But I think there's a hunger for an America First conservative to fill the seat, which is currently occupied by Tom Tillis, unfortunately, but he's about to vacate that. So we're going to keep pushing. We've whipsawed from all. We've literally been in the westernmost county of the state, which is Cherokee County, as far west as you can go in North Carolina, all the way down to Dare County and everywhere in between. So we've taken this campaign from Manteo to Murphy, as we say here in North Carolina. We'll continue to do that. We'll be on the road tomorrow and all throughout the weekend, and are looking forward to getting out and meeting the people and talking about the great principles underlying the United States Constitution. We've got to re-embrace if we're going to save this nation.
You gotta. If for any business to be successful, they have core values, right? And even a household has core values about their family life. So, what are your core values?
Well, the first core value is I believe is that I'm a Christian. I've given my life to Jesus Christ, and I believe in our Judeo-Christian heritage. I believe the Bible is the infallible Word of God, written without blemish, that is literally true and cannot be muted or mutated, I should say, and are muted, either one. And then below that, I am committed to the United States Constitution, which I think is the greatest man-made document ever drafted under the Bible itself. And those core values mean limited government and increased freedom. And the founders understood. A lot of people don't really understand the Constitution because it's never really been taught, and that's something that is bothersome. It's not that long, 7 articles and 27 amendments, and then we had the Federalist Papers to kind of guide us as what the founders meant. But what we're talking about is the basic principle that that the power of the government and the freedom of the individual are what I call inversely proportional to one another. In other words, the more power the government's got through regulations and taxes and burdensome requirements, the less freedom we have. The more freedom we have, the less power the government has. And so I'm a freedom guy. So I believe in individual liberty and individual freedom, limited government. The federal government should be limited strictly by whatever is constitutionally authorized, and all other power and responsibility should be reverted not just to the states, but also to local governments and municipalities, because those folks are close. Those governments are closer to the people than somebody off in Washington in some think tank. So those are my principles, and hopefully I'll be able to stick to those, and hopefully we can restore those principles to Washington and back into our streets and towns and cities and countryside, and return to what the founders envisioned for us. Like King Solomon says, without a vision, the people perish. And unfortunately, over the years as a nation, we've lost our vision. We are a constitutional republic, not a democracy, and I'm committed to restoring that.